my clothes coming off, man. All right. Have you guys watched what's been happening on that case? Oh my God, y'all. Oh, what did we say earlier? What did we say earlier in regarding to the prosecution threatening? That mother was not having it, y'all. She was not having it because they put an ankle monitor on her. She lost her job and she was not having it. She said to them that she was threatening. She gave the name. Oh my God. Now they're asking for a mistrial. And to me, it looks like the judge is going to go that route. This is just my thought, because the judge made a ruling, right? The judge made a ruling and certain things, and she kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. She kept she was getting, oh, child. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What I need to get you guys input on this. What do you guys think? Oh my Lord. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It was so intense. You know what? We got to replay the end of it. Oh my God. It was intense. It was so intense. It was intense. It was back and forth, back and forth. Hold on. Let's see if we can get. Okay, here, I'm gonna play that part because it was intense. She was not. Yeah, I think the judge is gonna do a mistrial because he's thinking about, because she violated what he said in regard to to talk about it. She kept bringing it up, and then for her to even imply that the defense team. Okay, did you guys hear what she said? Didn't she say the defense team, the defendant team? And then she turned around and said it was the lady said it was the manager, right? About the $5,000 that was put into her account. She said it wasn't for personal use and stuff like that. That lady said the defense team. Oh my Lord. Hold on. Let's go ahead and play it here. Let me just go ahead on and play it, because it was off the chain. It was going back and forth, back and forth. And that mother was not having it. I think after she got arrested, she was not having it. Hold on.
Of that particular item, do you recognize the conversation about a snake?
No, I do not. I know they had a snake. I don't recognize this conversation.
Okay. With regards to the conversation about the snake that you do remember, what do you remember about the snake?
That they had a snake.
What happened to it?
Objection. Relevance is sustained.
Aaron, may we approach that?
Sure.
It was the most iconic. It was oh Dr. TTH. Oh my God. It was so intense. It was so extremely intense. It was like I thought it was gonna be like a throwdown in a fight. And that mother was not having it. She said that they had an ankle monitor. They served her where she was in California, and she said she never got served, and they were sending it to the wrong address. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. It was horrible. Hey, pretty eyes. It was horrible. It was horrible. Seriously, it was really horrible. It was horrible. I'm gonna see what Bryson says in his little tweet. He says, Lionel has been big laugh on Accenture's mother is requested to leave the courtroom by authorities at the end of the trial after she said to him, "I'm not going anywhere." St. Chaser's mom exits the courtroom. Who's St. Chaser's? So that she had to get ordered out of the courtroom. Judge Murphy takes the move for mistrial. We'll take the move for mistrial under advisement, and we'll discuss it on Tuesday, June 20th, once the Mel double murder trial resumes. So, lead attorney David A. Howard requests a mistrial. He says here, surveying the gallery and palace back and forth. I'm proceeding to say that quick prayer. Oh, so I guess they went to pray in the hallway. Then day 4. Okay, okay. I was reading his tweets. I think he was all intense, so he didn't say too much on what was happening. I guess he's gonna go live and talk about it. Zach Chase is one of the dead men. Oh, that's one of the dead men family. That's the mother. Okay, thank you, Renee. Okay, you can't put the gun in his hand. Yeah, they don't, because there's no evidence. There's no blood or nothing on him as far as the And I think that's what they kept emphasizing. There was no blood, because if somebody was shooting you, you had the splatter of the blood on you. That's why they kept saying there was no blood on him. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Okay, it says no GRS or blood, nothing. Exactly. And being with the car, everyone will have GRS or something. Exactly. If he was in the car. Yep. Ooh, child, man, I was intense. I was like, I need to talk to the people about this. This is like intense here. Oh my God, this is happening. Oh, y'all, it was really, really intense. This is like the defense killed it when he got on the cross. All he needed was one question, Renee. Only one question. Talk about the state case out of knees. Yeah, I mean, man, didn't y'all feel your adrenaline just running, rushing, just listening to this? I was like, oh, no, my God. But that mother was not, she was pissed. I was trying to play that part. That's the part I want to play, where she's talking back and forth to that lady. Hold on. Trying to get to that part. Hold on. Might be it right here. That was the intense part. That's what I like. Yes, baby.
Thank you. Let the record reflect the verdict set down.
That's good.
Counsel may, along with the defendant, witnesses on stand.
Oh, you put a comment on my last slide? Okay, I look at it.
No, I was told to bring him in here.
Oh, the audio on this person that's doing the camera sucks, y'all. Sucks. You hear the moving bags, you hear all kinds of stuff going on.
And for the state to suggest to a witness who has already been sworn and is in the middle of testimony that she goes and talks to her lawyer, it's type of intimidation, coercion. I think the rules have been. So we do object to that. It's intimidation.
Well, let me ask you this. Is it something you think you need to talk to your lawyer about?
I'll talk to her. I don't think I need to, but I don't know what the problem is. I'm answering her question like she wants. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, so my question to you is, do you want to talk to your lawyer?
Yes, I will talk to her.
All right, so we're going to be in recess. You talk to your lawyer, and you go ahead, you step outside, all right?
Okay.
And I'm going to continue with the argument here with the attorneys.
I tell you, man, it is a prosecutor, man. She was not giving up too, man. I tell you, she was not giving up. Asking the same question over and
You're
over.
asking me to declare her a hostile witness. So here's the issue is,
She's a hostile
I
witness.
don't know if what's your position on it. She's at, that would allow her to ask these legal questions as she suggested at sidebar. The problem with any of the questions, though, I don't want you to be asking specific questions, that things that she said previously she doesn't remember, and that you're just going to go ahead and put testimony before the jury. I mean, that's, you know.
You know what? Here's my problem with this particular defense attorney, the lady, the one right here, the one in the gray suit. When somebody's talking, she's constantly moving and not paying attention. You notice that when the judge is telling her this, she's just fixing her computer and all, like not being attentive to what the judge is saying. She seemed like she was one of those kids, those hard-headed kids that didn't listen, and her parents were trying to tell her something, and she just doing whatever she wanted. This is what she seemed like in here, allegedly. This is my thoughts on that. Because I'm like, even when they were still doing their motion for mistrial, she was not paying attention. She was not listening. And I was like, dang, what is going on here? Why are you acting like a spoiled kid? Yeah, she was ignoring the judge. She's acting like, just watch her. Watch her movement, y'all. Just watch her movement.
It's not the attorney's questions that are in evidence. I mean, she doesn't acknowledge it, or even after.
Okay, now she's not in her head now. She's not in her head now.
She's basically saying, you know, she doesn't know, or that's the end of it. I mean, you can't go much further than that. You can't put in evidence. Didn't you say X, Y, and Z to the police officer? She's not acknowledging she said it. I can't see how you do that. You can't.
So I think I can ask the questions because
What
of those,
question?
in terms of, did you provide this phone number as the number for your daughter? Did you provide this number for the phone number regarding Mr. Dennis? Did you provide this information?
What information?
Whatever the particular statement may be that we're at that point in the questioning. For example, did you provide the phone and say previously that you talked on FaceTime with the defendant? That you talked to him on the FaceTime on the 772-713-9807 phone number? So judges, in terms of if I'm going to then impeach her with some other outside statement or some other prior consistent statement that she has made at some other proceeding at that point, that's the concern as to her perjuring herself on that. So I think that's why it's important that she be allowed to speak to her attorney on that issue. And in terms of the prior statement.
Basically, she's a hold on a second. Let me tell you something. Right here, right there with the statement she just made, it's like a threat. She's telling her that basically you need to talk to your attorney because you're about to get go to jail. That's what she's basically saying. She's advising her you need to contact your attorney because that's why people telling people to go get your attorney, because to protect you from going to jail. You know, she said it just there. That was a threat.
Accuracy. Your Honor was provided with a copy of that deposition that the state referenced when we were talking about, and she indicated she was honest and truthful in that deposition, and she then endorsed the prior statement. So the prior statement should be allowed in on that, and there's no concern as to any improper or anything on the jurors, because they will be instructed, as they always are, that no statements by the attorneys are evidence.
Yes, please. Your Honor, first of all, the state is now conflating issues. What we objected to and alerted the court to, because we knew that this debacle was going to take place, I think it is evident that, yes, it appears as though the witness is not a major fan of the state. That's true. The state knew
Look
that.
at her, look at her, y'all. Look
going
at her,
in.
look at her. Look at her.
This
Look,
is no
pulling the
surprise.
boxes, not paying
These
attention. Look,
cases
look at her,
use
look at her.
the
Being
very
disrespectful.
language,
Look,
surprise.
when she was
In other
talking, she
words,
stood there and they
what the
listened
state
to her. But look
intended
at her,
to
look at her
do
underneath the table.
under a ruse,
Look at her. She's not looking for nothing.
803, 90.803, section 5 ruse is put on the witness to impeach that witness for that sole purpose.
What
of
is she
impeaching
looking
the
for underneath
witness,
the table,
to
y'all?
introduce an out-of-court statement that is inadmissible because the state understood that she recanted. The state, under the pretext, oh, we don't know that she's hostile.
Look at her, look at her, look at her with the
We
table.
just think her recollection is failing. And we believe under 90.803 subsection 5, we can just read her statement. Unfortunately for the state, the Supreme Court has made it extremely clear that that witness has to vouch for the accuracy of the statement at the time it was made. And the Supreme Court also said in that
look at her
context,
rattling the paper. Look at her, look,
that
look,
in the
look,
context
look
of an 803
y'all, look at her.
5 exception, the contents of the record substitutes for the witness's testimony. This means that the reliability of the assertions rests upon the veracity of a witness who is present and testifying. The state is calling into question her veracity and calling her pretty much a liar, saying that she's feigning recollection.
Yeah, look
And
at her. Look at her.
now
Her
attempting
demeanor, her
to
attitude behind
essentially
it. Why are you
introduce a
talking?
report of a police statement into evidence by the state,
That's not
testifying.
the trial.
asking the court to let the jury know that all this stuff that we're about to say, upon which we want to rest our case, is don't take it from me because I'm just a lawyer saying it. But then there's no point in saying it because there's no way to get it through this witness. She can't put her on to impeach, which is exactly what she's trying to do. The 803.5 is a ruse, and that's not working out. And now she's doubling back to the original, which is let me call her hostile so that I can lead. And instead of eliciting the testimony from her, I'm going to read it out of this report and say, didn't you say that? So what happens is we're going to now be in a situation where she's asking the state to tell the jury, hey, what the lawyers say is not evidence.
He ain't no joke right
So it
now.
doesn't matter that this witness is going to say, I do not remember that number that you just read to me. That you just let me see. I told you I don't remember it. So I now the state wants to come back to the podium and blurt that number out. She just said she doesn't recall it. So what's the point of saying it other than to introduce it into the record through the state attorney's lips? So rules don't allow her to do what she's trying to do.
Thank you.
So you're in further support of treating a witness as a hostile witness. This has previously been provided to defense, but this is the Instagram production for Miss Felicia Holmes that I'm showing the court now that she has previously identified as her specific Instagram, and that it is saying the promises that were made to us by YNW for me to quit my job and they would take care of us were all lies. They didn't want us talking with prosecutors, but now they have all disappeared. I quit my job based on what Track and his wife or company said. Now look, we can't go home. We spending all my money I worked for and they taking trips and enjoying life. If you think I was a beast before, wait until this trial. I'm not holding anything back. I'm doing what I should have done in the beginning. They can call me Miss Snitch Bitch. So Judge, it's very clear from this record that my intention and what the witness has represented to me in all shapes and forms that she was going to be honest and truthful. So to say that it's improper for calling her just for the purposes of impeachment is incorrect.
Isn't that shade room?
So to continue on in that same Instagram production, and this is in June of 2022, Felicia Holmes is saying, they made me quit told me that they would take care of us until trial was over. But guess what? Lies as usual. I was making $9,000 weekly. I didn't need shit from them, but everyone begging and pleading. Now they all ghost. I got something for Track though. He lied to me and my child for the last time. Again, saying you're going to air him out to the prosecutor. So judge, in terms of, so that's in defense of the representation of counsel that is just being called for impeachment. It's also clear that this witness has received multiple benefits from the defendant.
You heard
Based
that.
on her own
Okay,
statements
you
there,
heard that. He
she
just
has
said it.
endorsed that
She
was
said
her
it in
Instagram
defendant.
on that.
So, counsel, there's a couple things going on here. Number one is you indicated that it was the testimony was going to be admitted because it was in essence, I forget the statute number.
9803 sub 5, it's a past recollection reported.
As recollection recorded, and you
Correct.
gave me the polite case,
Yes.
and that indicates that you have to have a proper foundation, but it has to be not only there's a proper foundation, but it has to, the hearsay statement was inadmissible in that case because the witness did not vouch for its accuracy or correctness, which is what we have here. The witness isn't vouching for the correctness or accuracy of the statement. So it doesn't meet
She's still not.
that
I mean, look at her.
criteria.
She's not a.
On the other issue about impeachment, this is not what she said. She's, she said, gave me a different answer.
Hey,
What I tried to read before was something from
she was saying she don't
couple of cases.
remember.
And again, the synopsis of, at the end of it, this is, I'm just reading again from the SL, a child case, the state 993 Southern 2nd, 1108. It just says the Florida Rules of Evidence provide that prior inconsistent statements are admissible as substantive evidence if the declarant testifies at the trial or hearing subject to cross-examination regarding the statement, and the statement is inconsistent with the declarant's testimony given under oath, subject to the penalty of perjury at trial, at a trial hearing or other proceeding or in a deposition. Goes on and says, interpreting this position, the Supreme Court of Florida recognized that a statement given during a police investigation is not a statement given at and other proceeding. So
It's not admissible.
then if you agree, I don't know where we're going with this, counsel, respectfully. It seems to me under either scenario, that statement doesn't connect. Now, I do have a message from Mr. Bears, B-E-R-E-S. He says he's Ms. Holmes' attorney. He would like to speak with me. I don't know what he wants to talk with me about. To be candidly, I'm assuming it's this testimony. But anything he could say right here in open court. I don't have an issue with that.
That's fine, Your Honor. I really question the purpose in advising my client, Ms. Holmes, to consult me.
Yeah. See,
I take that as an implicit threat.
you heard the lawyer said this is an implicit threat. Basically, you're telling her to go talk to her attorney. And it's like, okay, you don't talk to the attorney, you're gonna get something gonna happen to you. You need to talk to your attorney. So the attorney himself is saying that implies as a threat. It's a threat because how she feel threatened.
Ms. Holmes, we have an agreement that she comes in here today to testify. She's done that. She's honored her agreement. And, she's answered all the questions put to her. She may not be answering the questions to the satisfaction of the state, but she has fulfilled her agreement. And now Ms. Holmes is again placed in fear. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you. All right, let's, anybody need a restroom break, Ernie? You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Pardon me?
Judge, I think someone on the fence.
I need to go to.
Sure. We'll take a short recess.
Let's move forward. Hold on a second.
That the state has something that's admissible that they can prop to this
be heard.
Judge, the state's not.
Pardon?
There's additional information and things that's open to being talked about.
Thank you. So this is my thought, counsel. I don't have a problem declaring the witness to be hostile to the state and allowing you to ask leading questions. I'm okay with that. I think that's been established. She's wearing an ankle monitor that was put on there by the state. I guess pursuant to this hearing where she was, you said she was given items.
Yes, sir.
Regardless, so I've allowed that. The problem I don't want to have happen, so we're clear, is I don't want you to regurgitate things that are in her statement that she's not, that doesn't comply with either of the two rules we've been going over. So I don't want you to be saying, well, didn't you say to, the police officer, Mr. Moretti, or whatever, the officer's name is Detective Moretti, that you saw them on FaceTime or whatever it was, that they were on that date when the incident in question happened, and Mr. Demons told you X, Y, and Z. All right? The witness hasn't subscribed that the statement was accurate, so it's not getting it under recorded recollection, and it's not getting it as impeachment because it's not, it's a police investigation, not a deposition testimony or something along those lines. So it doesn't get in the way I read the rule under either of those two sections.
So is your
So I
Honor,
don't want you to get in the back door, which you can't get in the front door.
no, just to make it clear, is Your Honor holding or stating that a police report cannot be used to impeach someone?
No,
Or-
I didn't say that. What I said was the statements in the police report, right? You can't just have that, read that back to her. Didn't you say this to police officer? I don't want that being done. I don't think that's appropriate. She says she doesn't remember the statement, doesn't know it's accurate. She didn't rely on its accuracy. And
Understood. And I just want to make sure it's also clear, under 9803 sub 5, the past recollections reported, there's no requirement in any of the case law or statute that the statement be sworn on that. If you look at that, because if there's other statements this witness has made that she may endorse as being truthful and accurate, and I'll have to ask her on that, then those are possibility of other ones that could be put in.
Your Honor, among the statements that we would like the court to forbid the state from asking in a leading fashion are the phone numbers or anything that she said to the officer on the day in question. What's the date that statement was made?
December 12th, 2018.
Nothing from that statement should be.
she'll ask whatever question she thinks appropriate. You make your objections, but I don't think it's appropriate to be asking, didn't you say this? X, Y, and Z. I don't think that's appropriate because she's not subscribing that this is what she, that statement is truthful. So I don't want you to just be regurgitating the statement and asking her that. I don't want that done, and I don't want you to do. Anyway, that we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, just one thing, Your Honor, I'm sorry to belabor the point, but I want to make sure that the state doesn't confuse the court's ruling to be one of form over substance. And instead of saying, didn't you say this, say, isn't it true that? Or anything where the contents of that report are uttered out of her mouth that she knows this witness had not adopted. And she's gonna get a no, and she's just putting it into the record. It's improper. And I've
Hopefully I
asked,
made myself clear, but that's why she's gonna be able to, counsel's gonna be able to ask whatever questions she deems appropriate. You make the appropriate objection if you think it's objectionable. I'm just gonna rule her and go forward like that. I don't know what you intend to ask, counsel. I just don't want it, the contents of that statement, regurgitation of that in some form of leading questions, all right? All right, bring the jury in. Let's get the witness back in. Come on, Ms. Holmes. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Jury entering.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Please be seated. Let everyone see and reflect the votes for jury. This is part of the City Council. Ladies and gentlemen, jury, and all witnesses home for me to understand. Apologize for the delay. Council, ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Okay, Ms. Holmes, when we left off, we were talking about a pet snake.
Yes,
Do you remember there being a pet snake?
I remember you talking to me about it yesterday.
Okay. And with regards to that snake, you recall it unfortunately passed away.
I'm pretty sure probably, I'm not sure it's not here, I'm pretty sure.
Do you remember the name of that pet snake?
No, I don't.
And in terms of the owners of that snake, do you remember who owned it?
I just know it was, I know the owner was, it was in the house with Mariah live.
Okay. Where did Mariah live at that time?
She lived in BMR.
And do you know the address?
No, I don't.
Who did she live with?
She lived with a boyfriend, but you know.
Are you telling the ladies and gentlemen of this jury that you don't remember your phone number in
I'm
October
telling you guys,
2016?
I do not remember my phone number. I definitely do.
And are you telling the ladies and gentlemen of this jury that you don't remember your daughter's phone number?
No, I do not remember my daughter's phone number.
And there's nothing that would refresh your memory or recollection whatsoever?
Objection, asked
4 years
and
ago.
answered.
Overruled.
That was 4 years ago. I've had so much trauma in my life since then.
Of course. So is it fair to say that you were worried about Melly when you came down here to Fort Lauderdale on October 26, 2018?
Was I worried about him? Yes, I was.
You were worried about him because he had just been involved in a drive-by?
Not because they said his friend had been in the drive-by.
And you were worried about him because he was hiding in some bushes?
Objection.
I don't remember his
Sustained.
What do you
I
remember?
agree. I sustain the objection.
What do you remember?
I just remember him saying for us to come get him.
When you made contact with him later that same day at Frito's house?
Yeah.
Is it fair to say he had no blood on him?
No, he didn't have any brother.
And is it fair to say that he left Frito's house and went up to a video shoot that afternoon evening?
Yes, he did.
Did you go to that video shoot?
No, I didn't.
Did Mariah live with Mr. Dennis after the homicide for a period of time?
Yes, she did.
Did she live in a condo in Miami with him?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Have you made other statements about about the events of October 26th of 2018?
I don't remember making any other statements.
Do you recall an Instagram conversation with the co-defendant Cortland Henry?
I don't remember it.
Okay, if I may approach, I'll see if this refreshes your recollection as
Don't
to that
remember.
conversation. It's 3 pages.
Except for Mark Council.
Not yet, Your Honor.
I don't remember it. I don't remember.
You don't have any recollection of that?
I don't remember.
Is that your Instagram, Lane Queen 258?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and the conversation that you don't recall on that whatsoever?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Okay. Is your testimony here today that you lied in those statements?
See, there it is. There it is right there. The judge told her not to say that. She just said it. The judge told her, don't say that. Is it that your testimony you lied on it? She just said it, y'all. Because the lady said she don't remember. Supposed to move on. Okay, gotcha.
That I lied in my statements.
The allegations that you made to Mr. Henry?
And I don't remember making those allegations, so I don't.
Do you remember sending screenshots of those allegations to a detective?
I remember sending a detective something stating that I didn't threaten Portland.
No.
Because I remember that.
You remember sending screenshots of conversations?
I remember telling him that I did, because he reached out to me and asked me did I threaten to kill Portland. And I said, no, I did not threaten Portland. I remember that.
Was there any threats made to you by the defendant?
No, not at all.
In terms of your daughter, Mariah, where is she?
I don't know.
After this incident, did she live with the family of the defendant?
She's always lived down there. Before this incident, she always lived there.
And your testimony to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury here today that you saw Jamel Demons October 26th, 2018.
I saw him.
That you spoke with him and heard him on the FaceTime conversation.
I did speak to him, yes.
And it's your testimony that he indicated that it was some sort of shooting that occurred.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Okay, and it's your testimony that you saw him on your daughter's cell phone as a video call.
I saw him.
Is it your testimony today that after that you called Jamie King?
Yes, I did call Jamie.
And in terms of the conversation with Jamie King, that occurred
Yeah.
immediately after the FaceTime?
Not probably immediately, but sometime after. I'm not quite sure the time. I don't remember what time it was.
And it's your testimony to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury today that you were dishonest in your first statement?
I don't remember my first statement.
Okay. Is it your testimony to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that you would
I
lie?
don't remember my first statement. I have no reason why you.
Yes or no? Did
No,
you lie to police?
I did not lie to you.
Yes or no, did you lie to police?
I didn't lie to you. I don't remember my first statement. You're trying to make me say I remember my first statement. I didn't. For me to say no, I didn't lie would mean I remember my first statement. I don't remember it, so I don't remember.
Well, if you need more time to look it over, I have a copy of it.
I looked it over and I still don't remember it.
Well,
I did it over 100 times. I don't remember.
well, if you'd be so kind as to do it one more time.
Yeah, sure.
You can say that to this
She
jury.
won't remember. Even if you look at it 100 times, she won't remember.
Objection asked and answered 5 times, Judge.
Yeah.
Okay, objection noted. Move.
She said, I could look at it 100 times, I still won't remember. If she says she don't remember, she don't remember. So you're going to force her to look at it one more time, thinking that one extra time is going to help her to remember. She says she don't remember.
I honestly God do not remember any of this on here. Like I don't remember talking. I don't remember. I had a hard time that year, so it's a lot that I don't remember about that year.
Is it your practice to lie to law enforcement?
Objection.
Excuse me, can I see the
Objection.
side?
There she goes. She said it. Is it your practice to lie to law enforcement? I mean, really, she obviously Bulldog. No, I'm gonna disagree with you. You can have situation go on in your life and you don't remember certain things. So don't say that she's lying, because if she don't remember, she don't remember. I mean, there are things right now I do not remember. There was a time somebody told me I said something. I said, no, I didn't. I was denying it. Even when the video played, I said, I don't remember saying that. You just don't remember. When you have had trauma, don't say a person's lying. If they don't remember, they don't remember. I know for a fact, I know me. There are things I do not remember. I don't care. You could show me a video and say, Sylvia, you said this. I'm like, I don't remember saying that because I don't remember. Wait till you get my age, G Bulldog. You understand. At a certain age, you won't remember. And that ain't a lie. You just don't remember. You could show me a video of me saying something. I'm like, I ain't say that. It's just I don't remember. Oh yeah, she don't remember anything. And she says she don't remember the Instagram post. She don't remember. Oh, you try. Why do people get upset about certain things because you disagree with them? If I don't remember, I'm telling you, y'all. You ask, where's Randa? Randa, you're in the bushes. Randa has told me something I said, and I'm like, I don't remember saying that. And that's the truth. You do not remember certain things. Even if you show me a video of me saying it, I just don't remember even saying it. And this person getting mad. Look at them. They're getting mad to my bye. I'm done. Go sit down somewhere. You're going to force people to remember something they don't remember. You don't remember it. But I'm just saying, the only Chapo. It's the fact you don't remember. I'm talking about from my personal experience. I've had people say, Sylvia, but you said this. I'm telling you, I do not remember saying that. I don't remember it. I don't remember doing that. People think your memory is just going to last forever. That's why people have Alzheimer's. People don't remember. Once you get a certain age and stuff, you won't remember stuff, especially 5-6 years ago. Come on. I could barely tell you what I ate yesterday. Come on. What did I eat yesterday? I mean, you don't remember. All right, here we go.
Quietly.
I'm getting mad. He's lying. Oh, you in my head now, all right? I think that's how people use things knowing you meant something else. Exactly. I mean, I could be looking at a person in their face, and I'm like, I can't remember this person's name. Can't remember it. You try to use triggering things to help you remember it, still can't remember it. Memory goes, y'all. I'm just telling you facts. Memories goes. I don't care how you think a person's lying. Memory goes.
What you're saying is
Sustained.
I don't know.
Excuse me, I sustained objection.
Okay, so going back to the relationship with your daughter and defendant.
Yes.
How long did that last?
3 years, I'm not quite sure how.
During the course of that relationship, did she have multiple photographs of him?
I'm pretty sure she did.
Videos?
I'm pretty sure she did.
After this incident, on October 26, 2018, at Frida's house. Is it
Oh,
your
you don't remember? Yeah, okay. I don't remember
testimony
either.
upstairs with Mr. Jones?
I don't know what you're talking about. What I just
And
I don't
you know
remember.
about
Okay,
the time
that's fair.
you got to
Don't remember.
Broward.
I probably got to Broward, maybe, I can't really remember the time, maybe, I don't know, but 1 o'clock it was after lunch, because we went to right after. So it was lunchtime, it was 1 o'clock.
Do you remember where you
Trauma will
went?
make you
Yes.
Do you remember where
forget
you
stuff,
went?
y'all.
I don't remember which restaurant.
Do you remember who you went?
My daughter and AA,
And that's James Francois's wife.
yes.
And do you remember Your testament to the jury that you remember the defendant, how he was dressed without blood on his clothing.
I don't remember what he had, exactly what he had on, but I just remember that there was no blood, because I would have been, that would have freaked me out, so I know he had the blood on.
No blood on him. Is it your testimony to this jury in terms of
probably
that you
need some
went to
Genesis.
Frito Bay or Frederick Gibbons' house?
Because I'm
Yes.
telling you, Doc, I
Is
don't
it your
remember.
testimony to the jury that there were other individuals present at that house?
Yes.
Who was it?
I don't know.
Do you recognize any of the individuals?
No, I don't.
Okay. Your daughter, she was present?
Yes, she was.
And in terms of your appearance here today,
Yes.
you don't want to be here.
You might want to do that. You made on here.
I did.
Yes, you
So,
did.
and in terms of you were served with a subpoena from the prior,
Never served.
and so you were ordered by the court to show up.
You never served me originally. That was a lie.
And in terms of your job,
Yes.
did you quit your job?
I got fired because you put me in jail.
And prior to that,
Yes.
before you were put in jail, did you quit your job?
No.
Okay, so you never quit your job.
Did you just hear her say that you made me lose my job because you put that basically that ankle bracelet on her? She ended up losing her job because people saw her as a criminal.
I had to leave because you told my lawyer to put a warrant out for me. So I had to leave my job.
Okay, so you left your job.
Yes.
Did the defendant ever offer to pay for you and your daughter?
No, I didn't follow it.
Have you ever made things contrary to that?
I don't remember.
So I may approach her?
Got our objection.
Just show counsel.
Sure.
Can we approach?
Sure. Are you done with that?
And the other thing too, Doc, a lot of Instagram postings may not be the person. It may not be the person that posted it. You know how many times my stuff got hacked and somebody posting something I didn't post? Especially if you're not using a particular platform, folks will get into your stuff and post stuff, and then people like, Sylvia, you sent me that. I said, no, I didn't. Especially on Facebook. That was happening on Facebook at one point. A girlfriend of mine contacted me. Sylvia said, hey, Sylvia, you sent me a message, and I know it wasn't you. And I was like, no, it wasn't. And Dog, you don't believe that has happened to people? Other people gotten into their messengers and stuff? You don't believe that? You laugh and say, wow? Why do you think there's a lawsuit going on Facebook right now because people's stuff been hacked? There's a lawsuit. In fact, a lot of people get money from that lawsuit because they got inside of people's account and was going into their personal stuff. I just got an email just the other day with another company, Wells Fargo. Somebody got, what are you talking about? If I posted something just now, I don't remember. Okay. Maybe I can refresh your recollection of your memory. Oh, G Bulldog is being funny. I just hope you don't lose your mind like I have. Oh, that was a good one, G Bulldog. Oh, Michael, they.
Okay. Ms. Holmes, were you ever told the defense, or the defendant rather, would take care of you and pay for your bills? Have you ever made a statement that is different than that?
I never say anything like that.
Can I approach that? Sure.
Now, the prosecutor don't remember what she said. She said the defense defended. She don't remember either, G Bulldog. She don't remember. But we just have that recording just now. She don't remember saying that.
Just read this. I don't remember that.
Okay,
Getting ready for my bills.
so Ms. Holmes, is it your statement testimony that you never stated the promises that were made to us by YNW for me to quit my job and they would take care of us for all lives? They didn't want us talking with prosecutors, but now they've all disappeared. You've never said that before.
I don't remember saying anything like that.
Objection, Your Honor. Move Mistrial.
Thank you. Why don't you go sidebar?
Oh, you want me to replay that? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Take it again. I hope this is the spot that I missed it. Yeah, I moved it back too far. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. He's rapping, y'all. He's rapping. He's hearing music in his head, y'all. Look at him. One thing I've been seeing him do is pray.
Okay. Ms. Holmes, were you ever told the defense, or the defendant rather, would take care of you and pay for your bills? Have you ever made a
Did
statement
you hear that? She said the defense, the defendant will take care of your bills. Did you ever say that? Did you hear that now, Michael, did you hear it? I need to go back a little bit again. You got it?
But it's different than that.
Oh, never say anything like that.
Can I approach her?
Sure. Just read this. I don't remember that.
Okay,
Okay.
so Ms. Holmes, is it your statement testimony that you never stated the promises that were made to us by YNW for me to quit my job and they would take care of us were all lies? They didn't want us talking with prosecutors, but now they've all disappeared. You never said that before.
I don't remember saying anything like that.
Objection, Your Honor. Move mistrial.
Thank you. Why don't you go sidebar?
She seems so frustrated. She seems so frustrated. I think she's more pissed off than anything. She's pissed off they got put her ankle bracelet on her. She feels threatened by it. That's what I feel.
Ms. Holmes, did you ever say the defendant made you quit your job?
I never say anything like that. I know it's never made me quit my job.
Objection.
If I may approach her? I'm gonna show you this next.
Michael, she's more pissed off than anything.
So I'm gonna ask you again, have you ever made a statement that the defendant made you quit your job, that they would take care of us until the trial was over?
I
Objection.
never say anything like that.
So you're denying making that statement?
I never say anything like that.
Objection. Your Honor, can I just have a standing
Yes.
objection so we don't keep interrupting?
This is Florida. Yes,
State
HR.
what you heard on standing objection.
Whatever defense is
That's
chooses to
fine. Go
proceed.
ahead.
Okay.
No.
So, Ms. Holmes, in terms of you made a statement to the effect of you were told to quit your job and the defense would take care of us.
Of the judge.
There she go again. She said it again. She said defense. She said it this time. Before she had said defendant. She said defense and then she switched it to defend. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Hey.
Selling his car though for
Mhm.
$250,000, and then he put up.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That was somebody checking on the situation with Boosie. Yeah, something's fishy with the whole reporting. Okay, but anyway, you guys heard them. You heard them, right? Because she's talking out of garage. She's taking the garage out. All right, let me go ahead and all right, so this is where I think the lady was kind of losing it there. Hold on.
Much comes out.
And we have another motion.
Okay, she said she's taking out the trash. But that was somebody who's checking. They could not. There's no court record on what's his name being arrested, going to jail. So we don't even know if there's any charges put on him. So my person is going to the marshal's office to check to see if Boosie did get any kind of charges or anything. So right now, as of right now, there's people making up stuff, and this is what I don't like about false information being put out. You know. But they checking for me. That's why I don't like putting things out.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was an objection made to the last question. I made a determination that was an inappropriate, improper question.
Inappropriate, improper questions.
Totally improper, and therefore I sustain the objection. I am instructing you that you will disregard the question.
You can't disregard something that's already put out. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing with this type of line of questioning. Once they put it out, you can't take it back. So that's why they're asking for a mistrial, because it's already in the juror's mind that, hey, they paying her for her to be like to testify like this. You know what I mean? So a mistrial is most likely going to happen. That's the way it looked like to me. A mistrial is most likely, because she kept doing it. So, but the thing is, with the mistrial, they're gonna retry it again. You know, but the good thing is they're gonna have to give them a bail.
Clear. Ms. Holmes, did the defendant ever make you a promise to quit your job and that they had us?
Objection.
Here she go
Ask
again.
and answer.
Thank you. Overruled. Proceed.
I don't remember saying anything like that.
So you're testimony that you've never said that.
I don't remember.
Excuse me, counsel, she answered the question. All right, let's move on.
So with
Judge
regards
is pissed. He's like,
to
just move
your
on.
statements with Portland Henry. Do you remember speaking and talking about your daughter with Portland Henry?
No, I don't. When was that? I don't remember.
Sure. When was that? Here, I'll give it to you again. This was February 5th of 2021. You still have to?
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Portland Henry about your daughter's involvement in this case?
Not that I can recall.
Her face looked like she annoyed, y'all. Look at her face. She's pissed.
Ms. Holmes? Did your daughter tell you what happened in this case?
Objection.
What's the objection?
Calls for hearsay. It's immaterial.
Not what the statement said. Did you say something about the case? It's overruled. Not what was said. Just did you have a excuse me. Not what was said. Was there a conversation?
Was there a conversation that your daughter told you what happened in this case?
What do you mean what happened?
Did your daughter ever
She
tell
never told me. She hasn't. I asked my daughter, did she know anything about this case? And she said no.
Have you ever made a statement different than that?
Not that I can recall. No, I don't remember saying anything like that.
May I approach her?
Yes, ma'am.
We object.
Why don't you show it to counsel first?
Look at the judge, y'all. Look at the judge. The judge is over this.
Can we approach?
Look at the
Yes.
judge.
Sorry.
The judge is not having it, y'all. He's too through with them. He's too through it. He's ready to give up. That's why he's gonna go get under advisement and talk about this, because it's just like too much. You got to go to higher people to talk about this.
I think gentlemen, take no recess, don't discuss the case, don't form anything about the case, don't know you want to discuss the case from the presence, certainly no research, just leave the notepads on your chairs.
Yeah, do you think the prosecutor was prepared for this? A mistrial does not guarantee a bond, but maybe he can get one. Did I say guaranteed a bond? Did I say it guarantees a bond? I did not say that. But most likely he will get a bond because he's been in jail for 5 years. The most likeliness of him getting a bond is very, very, very high. So I guess your amnesia and your forgetfulness is hitting in, because I know I said what I said, but for you, for some strange reason, you're thinking you don't remember what I said. Okay, I got it. Your memory is messed up again. Pay attention to the key words exactly. Like I said, most likely you will get a bond. Most likely. I didn't say guarantee. I said most likely. Hey, Galatian. Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you have the information? Oh, so he is in custody. Okay. 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 Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Boosie is in custody, y'all. He is in custody. Boosie is in custody. He's in custody. He's with the federal.
We're in recess.
All right. So they're gonna give me more information on that. Okay. I'll give you guys what the charges are. He's gonna go find out what the charges are. So that's why, remember I told you I don't like giving out information until I know what the facts are, and I'm going to give you guys the facts of what's going on with Boosie. So he is in custody. He did not get out. I know somebody has said he has gotten out of jail. I mean, out of prison, whatever, jail. So Boosie is in jail, and they're going to give me what the charges are for him. Okay. Boots on the ground. I got boots on the ground, y'all. Because I don't like putting stuff out unless I have some facts on what's happening. Yep. He is not out of jail. He is still in jail. Yep. They got him, y'all. No information until I put up the Cash App. Okay. She said no information until you put up the Cash App. Okay, let me put up my Cash App. Hold on, let me put my Cash App on. She be getting on me, y'all, about my Cash App. All right, here's my Cash App information and stuff. What you see, G Dog, you see, I don't even remember to put up my Cash App. G Bulldog, you see, I don't even remember to put up my Cash App, G Bulldog. Let me just go on record and stating that I do not want that young man to get death penalty and be in jail for the rest of his life. I have a different opinion about the witness, that's all. Oh, G Dog. G Dog. See, I see what my memory is? I can't even remember to put up the stuff that helps pay my bills. You know, G Dog, I know this is your first time in this chat, but I'm having a good time with you. Thank you for coming here and making it fun for us. Thank you for making. We all have a sense of humor, and it's all positive over here. It's all positive, so I don't take offense of anything. All right. They still got it on mute. That's the reason why you don't hear it on this side. But I'm waiting for them to go after each other. The prosecutor and the mother. I want to see them going back and forth. You're gonna see them going back. But you know what? To be fair with her, to be fair to her, okay, I would have an attitude too. You decided to put an ankle monitor on me, put me in jail, lost my job, and you want me to be a willing witness for you? Oh, heck no. Even if I felt they were wrong, I am not going to give you anything because you put me in jail. You get what I'm saying? You put me in jail. And this is my opinion. We're human beings too. You know that, right? Oh, it's an email that says, exactly. I would be like, you, whatever. Man, you get me all the way from the Virgin Islands? You're going to put an ankle monitor on me? Make all these kind of threats? Tell me get an attorney? In the Virgin Islands, yes. I'm on my vacation. You going to come and get me? What? Oh, no, you getting nothing out of me. And then the father is, okay, I understand you're grieving. I understand you have your reason. But he's mad because the young man did not come to the funeral. Not everybody deals with funeral the same way, y'all. I didn't go to my sister's funeral because I don't like funerals. I like this. I had my goodbyes with her when she was in the hospital. There are some people who just don't do funerals. You get what I'm saying? And he's getting mad because that was your best friend. You didn't go, man, you don't know. Everybody don't want to see a person in a coffin. I don't. I tell my family now, cremate me because I don't want nobody seeing me in no coffin. I I'm not a funeral coffin person. I just don't like it. I like to see a person, when they were alive. That funeral stuff, I don't want no funeral. I don't want no coffin. That's just me. Yeah, I keep my memories of me when I was alive. Now, I mean, some people, my husband have a problem. He's like, he want a coffin, he want a funeral. I don't want that. People just don't understand. People expect people to be like them. We're all different. We all have certain things. And I understand the father, he's grieving. He has a right to grieve. You'll be back. Okay. The father has a right to grieve, but to make expectation of somebody of something that you want him to be at the funeral. They postponed the funeral and he didn't show up. Guys, there's sometimes people can't handle certain things like that. Everybody handles death differently.
We'd like to put the defendant, his counsel, assistant state attorneys. The jury's not here. They're adjourned. We all ready to proceed?
Yes.
All right. See if they're here, please. See if they're ready.
Yeah, he's young. He's younger than my daughter. I know my daughter when she was 26, act like silly like that. And look at him, he's a kid.
Jury entering.
Now, Bootsy, we're going to talk about this after this, okay?
Thank you. Let the record reflect the presence of the defendant, his counsel, the assistant state attorneys, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, or witness remain.
Now, this is the part I've been waiting on, the fight.
Remind you, Ms. Holmes, that all
That's what I've been waiting on. I want the fight.
Let me ask you, did your daughter tell you, did you have a conversation with your daughter about what happened on October 26th of 2018?
Yes, I asked her if she knew anything about that.
Did she tell you what happened? Without, no, she did
Just
not.
so she didn't know.
Have you ever made a statement that is different than that?
There she go again, y'all.
Gonna we'd object to
There
the
she
lack of
go again.
foundation,
There she
calls
go
for hearsay,
again.
speculation, unless they can establish that that witness was present.
Thank you. Objection noted. That's what I previously ruled on sidebar. Proceed.
Now, rule on sidebar.
Showing me your messages from Instagram from February 5th, 2021.
Marvin, what did you say? Marvin, what?
This
Hold on a
means it's
second.
Portland.
Ma'am,
I don't
sorry.
remember, that.
Marvin, where the heck you been? Yeah, this is my arch enemy here, Marvin. Marvin, your soul will not rise if the body went to hell. Buries me, don't see me to hell. What? Bury me, don't send me to Marvin. Go sit down somewhere, y'all. Hey, G Bulldog, this is my arch enemy, Marvin. Marvin's been my enemy from day one. All right, let me play this. Okay. It's great to see you, Marvin.
Look at it.
I already looked at it, you're gonna show it to me.
So is the.
I don't remember that, you showed it to me like 3 times already.
So you don't recall making
I don't
a
recall
statement
making that
from,
statement, no.
Excuse me, one at a time, please. Let her finish her answer before you ask the next question.
so you don't recall making that statement?
No, I don't.
So you don't recall saying,
Objection.
Sustained.
so
It's
Ms. Holmes,
yes.
you said that your daughter didn't tell you.
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
So did you ever make a statement that's different than that?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Into the statements that with regards to October 26th of 2018. Is it your testimony to the jury that you remember coming to Fort Lauderdale?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained. Listen, I just want one of you making objections. Whoever's gonna handle the
Yes,
witness. All right?
I apologize.
Ms. Holmes, is it your testimony you don't remember why you came down?
I told you why I came down.
Okay, why is that?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Ms. Holmes, have you ever let me rephrase. Ms. Holmes,
She looks like she pissed off, y'all. You been in rehab. You still drink. Don't even try. You drunk now.
ever threatened to cooperate with law enforcement?
Objection.
Sustained.
Ms. Holmes, did you threaten to cooperate with law enforcement?
Objection, asked and answered.
Different question.
Why don't you come sidewalk? I want to see the question, please.
Look. He said so you're not drunk anymore, y'all. Do y'all remember Marvin got up on my live? He was up there drunk and started. That was the last time we seen Marvin. That was the last time we saw Marvin, when he was up in my thing drunk. Marvin, you know you got up on there drunk. Do you guys remember Marvin? We were talking about Thug's case, and Marvin came up there and he was all drunk and became argumentative. He said he's drunk off of God. Marvin, you wasn't drunk off of God back then. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me put it back up.
Ms. Holmes, did you ever make any statements about what happened on October 26th of 2018?
Objection.
Yes, you
Asked
go
and
again.
answered.
I don't know what statement you're talking about. Rephrase the question to be specific.
Ms. Holmes, did you ever make any statements specific to what was happening in the car on October 26th of 2018 prior to the homicide?
Objection.
Hey.
Thank you. I still come on sidewalk, please.
Uh-oh. No, can I? That part. He said, God got me now. Hey, what you want? I mean, I believe you. Look, I never doubt that you've been reformed. God did it. I know He did. I'm glad that you've been in rehab and the Lord has saved your life, and you no longer. I'm not gonna bring your past to you anymore, so I'm gonna leave it alone. And I believe it.
So, Ms. Holmes, I want to ask, were you present when your daughter spoke with law enforcement?
She was 17 and had been present.
Do you recall about when that happened?
If she was 17, that had to happen in 2018.
Okay. Without getting into what she said on that.
She's the one ordered them to arrest her. You know that, right?
That statement was taken.
No, I
No, that wasn't Indiana. That's them. Yeah, that's them. That's their system with it. So
When you came down to Fort Lauderdale, was your daughter concerned for Mr. Dennis?
Objection. Cause for conclusion on part of this witness.
Based on your daughter's demeanor, how was she acting?
Sustained.
That's a lot of sustain.
When you arrived in Fort Lauderdale and saw Mr. Dennis, did you ask him what happened?
Objection.
What's
Ask
the
and
objection?
answer.
Overruled.
I'm sorry, repeat the question?
When you arrived in Fort Lauderdale, did you ask Mr. Dennis what had happened?
No, I did not.
Nothing further.
I have one question.
There it is. Here come the fight right here.
You came here and one of your first, let me get it.
This is what I've been waiting
Objection, Your Honor, improper.
I haven't asked
for.
you.
Answer the question, then.
Excuse me, Counsel, you direct your comments to.
I'm sorry, I haven't asked anything yet.
Ask your question.
When you first took the stand, you said, I feel threatened.
Yes, sir, I did.
Who do you feel threatened by?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Christine Bradley, the prosecutor's office.
This prosecutor.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, here come the fight, y'all. Here come the fight. Here come the fight.
Ms. Holmes,
Yes.
you said you feel threatened by
Of
me.
course.
Okay. Did you fail to appear for numerous court appearances?
No, I never served me, lied,
Okay.
lied to the court.
And with regards to, did you work in Redding, California?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Immaterial.
Overruled.
And so that was a location you were at?
That's why I was traveling nurse. Yes.
Okay. And in terms of the prosecution, you have been served on various occasions to testify.
You served me a subpoena on November to be the next weekend. I was in California, 10 hours away. It wasn't
Hold
even
on,
served correctly.
hold on, y'all.
And prior to that, you were served with a,
Talk about Boosie. Hold on. Hello? Hey.
So I went to the court,
Uh-huh.
courthouse, excuse me, the jail, and they were saying that he's not here. And so I'm like, that's what they told the marshals told me to come here. And so then when she saw it was he's housed at Geo, and so I went, it was across the street. So I went there,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy, the security guard was like, he's like, yeah, he's actually housed here. He's in court right now as we speak.
Oh, he's in court?
He said, someone just called. He said, did you call earlier? I said, no. He said, he just got off the phone with someone regarding, him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he needs to, call one of us because he has no attorney on file.
There's no attorney on file for him?
There's no attorney signed him. And he said that the only way he'd be able to tell me is if he had an attorney on file. Because then he can give me the attorney's name, he can contact the attorney or whatever. But there's no attorney.
Okay, Boosie has no attorney on file. Okay.
He has no attorney on file.
Okay, can I put you on speakerphone? Can I put you on speakerphone for a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, y'all. This is a person that's out there. All right, go ahead. You can go ahead and say what you have to say.
So I just came from the federal jail right now, and basically the security guard was saying, well, I first went to the marshals, and then I went to level 4, which is just to find out his court case and the docket, and none of them could find him. They were all saying they can't find his name, no docket number, no case number. So I've been kind of just going through all these different places, and so I ended up at the federal jailhouse with the marshals. Told me to go there. He's housed at Geo, G-E-O, in San Diego, and so the security guard just now, he was telling me that he's actually in court right now, but Boosie has no attorney, so he legally cannot. He can't tell me the charges. He can't tell me. He said he just got off the phone with someone 5 minutes before I walked in there calling about him. His name is Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr. And he said that if there was an attorney on file, he could give me the attorney's name. You could reach out to the attorney and then legally give you the information. But yeah, he said that he's actually in court right now. So I'm going to go move my car.
So can you go to the court? Could you go inside the courtroom and see what's going on?
Yeah, I'm trying. I
Okay.
just got to move my car.
Okay.
And I'm going to go park it where because I just paid $20.
Oh,
I'm going to go
man.
park it over there. And then I did see one guy he had his little news, his little thing up. So I'm gonna go by there and ask him if he's there because of Boosie.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna try to drive by there so then I can, get into the courthouse and see, if I can get there and see what the charges are.
Okay. Well, we'll be waiting for you to give us back information, the 411s, and what's happening over there. Okay.
Right. Yeah. But honestly, I think it's regarding that weapon. That's what I'm thinking it is. The federal picked it up, because he's a felon. And then there was an interview on Math Hoffa that he just recently did, and he was saying, the guy asked him, and he said, well, what would you do if the police pull you over and you have a gun? He said the youngest person in the car is going to take it. The next day he got arrested.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's the guy is called Math Hoffa. If you go watch that interview.
Math?
Math Hoffa, yeah. MATH space HOFFA. And, that sounds like some police shit to me. Because why are you asking him that? And then Boosie let his guard down. Because why would you're in the middle of an open case, the state one, right? Because he was out on bail.
Mm-hmm.
He was just out on bail. He got arrested, a couple weeks ago out here in San Diego. And, and see, he went to a gang, the dude who did a rap, who he did a feature for, the dude, he lives in the hood. San Diego doesn't really have hoods. It's not really like that. It's all like the big San Diego area is a very nice resort-like type of area, but there's some areas where it's kind of, lower income. And that's where you have, people gangbanging and stuff. And he came out here for the video shoot, and so he was basically with
All right. So, I will get you guys the 411. She had told me to mute. Black Beauty told me to mute. So she said mute. And you guys better take heed of what she just basically told me to mute. No more free information like that, because folks be just using my information. But I will be coming back with the Boosie update later. So they'll be going in. He's going inside the courthouse right now where Boosie is. Okay. So any questions, anybody? I'm about to get off this live. Did we finish? Oh, we didn't finish the fight. Hold on. Let's finish the fight between the two of them. Hold on.
Yeah, in February of 2019.
You never served me. I know you served to a location, I didn't live at anymore.
Do you recall coming to the courthouse in February of 2019?
Objection beyond the scope.
I didn't think about the courthouse in
Excuse me, come sideways.
in court. Oh shit,
Sorry, y'all.
So, Ms. Holmes, you even went so far as to hire an attorney
Yes, I
to try
did.
not to show up.
I sure did.
And has the state offered you any money?
The state basically has me on a monitor. I have to go to my job with this. It's embarrassing. People think I'm a criminal. The state has ruined my life.
And in terms of your feelings and ill will towards the state and myself,
I just feel like you lock up innocent people.
and does that influence your testimony today?
It's not influencing my testimony.
Have
No,
you,
I'm telling you,
have you, that's not,
I'm
Excuse me, hold on. Only one of you can talk at a time. You ask the question, counsel, you answer it, and when you let her finish her question, and then when she starts answering the question, you let the witness answer her question, all right?
yes, all right. So my question was non-responsive on that one.
Ask your question.
So, Ms. Holmes, in terms of the court order that was issued,
Yes.
you're aware that that was found to be valid?
No, I'm not aware of that at all.
Okay, you hired an attorney to go and represent you at the Fourth District Court of Appeals?
He had to hire an attorney because he tried to get him this far.
And that's a false statement.
Objection.
Excuse me, counsel, you're not testifying. all
I
right?
agree on
You
that.
Excuse me, you asked a question, all right? That's it, you asked the question.
And so, Ms. Holmes, with regards to that, you hired an attorney
Yes,
and you then tried to get any sort of court order requiring you to be here in court thrown out.
no, what I did was I hired an attorney because you were saying you served me this subpoena that you never served.
And that was found to be valid.
You never served me a subpoena that was, you never served me.
Oh.
I've never seen a subpoena from you, those addresses that you said you served. Those
So-
are not my addresses.
Your testimony is that you have never been served to appear in court.
Objection,
I've
asked
served,
and
I've
answered.
already-
Sustain. Excuse me, sustain.
And so, with regards to your feeling threatened on that, have I ever, any sort of physical violence against you? Do you have any written threats from me?
It's intimidating, you've intimidated me this whole time, as of
And,
now.
and in terms of your participation in this case,
Yes.
you understand that you were served a subpoena to appear here today?
You served a subpoena after you arrested me. You
And
served
you,
a subpoena at the jail when I was in Broward County.
and you understand you're here pursuant to that court order?
I'm here.
And that requires, under the law, to comply with court orders to, and that compel the attendance of witnesses.
I've been complying.
And nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything further?
No, sir.
Thank you. This witness excused.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. You may step down. You're excused. Want to come sidebar here, please?
Sure.
Just checking with counsel, that's all the evidence we have for today. So my thought is, remember the admonition, we'll see you back on Monday though, 9 o'clock. Remember, do not discuss the case. Tuesday, that's right, Monday's a holiday, thank you. So Tuesday, don't discuss the case, don't form any opinion about the case. Don't allow anyone to discuss the case in your presence, certainly no research, all right? Same admonition I give you every time we break. We're counting on you to follow it. All right, just leave your notepad on your chair. We'll see you back on Tuesday, 9 a.m. Thank you. I don't know. Let the record reflect the jury stepped out. Counsel remained along with the defendant and the assistant state attorney. Ms. Bradley, my clerk is advising me that I don't know if it was, I don't think there was any evidence that she had something that might have been marked as an exhibit.
It was not marked, Your Honor, it was just a copy of the
So
transcript.
you're okay with it?
Yes, Your Honor, I have plenty of copies.
In any event, so Jury's been excused, counsel remain well with defense, so you have a couple motions from mistrial. You want to talk about those?
Yes, sir. As sure as I could predict that Tuesday comes after Monday, I made sure to stay up till 2 o'clock last night to get these cases, to alert the court to what was the state's obvious intention. To put a witness on there for the purpose of introducing out-of-court statements that are otherwise inadmissible, instead of at least admitting that that was what the state intended to do it, advanced a ruse pretext that they were seeking to do so under 8035. It turns out that 8035, given the witness's testimony, could not be employed. And so the state then went back to plan one, the original one all along, of the state reading evidence from written documents and out-of-court statements, including police reports, statements on Instagram, arguments being had, into the record. Through the state's own mouth, knowing very well that it was improper, that the court had ruled that it should not and could not be done, and it does not somehow become relevant because they declare hostility, which they knew about from the inception. The state made a representation to this court that it was a complete surprise. That's not a credible statement. I think it is incumbent upon this court to discern the veracity of that contention. There was a witness there, happened to be Ms. Holmes's lawyer. He's present. The state essentially tried to circumvent the rules, circumvent the order of this court, and testify to this jury about documents and information that it wanted to put before the jury, which it found no permissible way to do. The court warned the state, I don't want you trying to go through the back door, but you can't get through the front door, and they launched immediately into that pursuit. The jury sat there while the state made implication after implication, introduced admissible evidence after admissible evidence to the substantial prejudice of this defendant. And so not only did they do it after we raised the issue, they did it after the court ruled against the state and admonished the state not to do just that. And they launched into that pursuit. Mr. Devens has been prejudiced. This jury sat there and watched this fiasco unfold with at least 10, maybe 15 sidebars after every 2 questions, with the implications that were being all predicated on the implications and the inadmissible testimony that Ms. Bradley herself read into and spoke into the record. And for that reason, we think that it was deliberate. It is highly prejudicial. This jury has been tainted, and we move for a mistrial. Oh, there's one more thing. If you don't mind, I'll have Mr. Alistine articulate what that means.
This is your motion for mistrial, Mr. Addison?
Yes, it's our motion for mistrial.
This is the second one. All right, go ahead.
Well, second one. Judge, in my entire career, I've never heard the state imply with no evidence whatsoever that the defense team would take care of this witness. And even though the court gave that instruction and told them to ignore it, that question, the defense team would take care of you if you answered like this, is so improper. Not only does it taint our client on the other questions, but it taints everybody at this table. And despite the judge, Your Honor's instruction to ignore it, it's pretty hard to ignore something like that. When their entire questioning for the last 30, 40 minutes have been so improper, and the court told them not to do it. And they proceeded and proceeded and proceeded. We're moving for a mistrial.
And just for the record, Your Honor, I personally have seen Ms. Holmes in the flesh or spoken to her twice ever at that deposition and today. Never by phone, never by text, couldn't distinguish her from a can of paint until she showed up for the depot, and I haven't spoken to her since, so just to let the court know there is no factual predicate for the implication, or not implication, the accusation made by the state that the defense sought to take care of her.
And the same for me. I met her at the depot and saw her today.
For the record, it was my first time ever seeing her in my life.
Thank you. All done, guys? Counsel?
Yes.
Yes, madam?
Judge, with regards to that, the statements that were in the records are what was used as impeachment, where it says they said that they were going to take care of us. Defense read into it and implied it meant it was never said the defense team in any way, shape, or form. So defense implied or read into that in some additional context that was not intended in any way, shape, or form. I was basing it based in the records and the statements that this witness made and put forth in her Instagram account about this case on that. And it's very, in terms of the forming the questions, Your Honor, it was understood that I was put under very strict and difficult conditions to formulate any question, because defense obviously wants to limit, because they know the contents of what this individual has said and all of the statements that she has made that are damaging to their client. Hence why the state would be seeking to use her as a witness.
That means nothing, Your Honor. The fact that it's damaging, I'll concede that. It's inadmissible. And the status of this impression that there is a catch-all, we're only trying to seek justice and do good, exception to all the rules of evidence. And there is no such thing. If it's admissible, admitted through an admissible procedure. We don't try and end around the court's order and the case law by coming in on some pretext and doing exactly what I told the court would happen and create an entire prejudicial fiasco and introduce inadmissible evidence into the record. That's what occurred, and this jury has been irreparably prejudiced. Or that Mr. Demon's interests have been irreparably prejudiced before this jury.
Thank you. In any event, I'm going to defer ruling, take it under advisement. We'll see everybody back on Tuesday. I suggest that you talk with your client, discuss with Mr. Demons whether or not his feelings about motion for mistrial. I think it's appropriate that he be consulted as well. But I haven't reached a conclusion about it, and so I'm going to see exactly what was said. I thought I heard what was said, and I'll check with the court reporter, get a little piece of that transcript, and we'll go from there. And I'll take it under advisement. But you talk to your client about it. We'll see everybody back on Tuesday.
All right, sir. Have a good weekend, sir.
Judge, since we're breaking early today, can we have a few minutes with our client?
Sure, I'd like you to take a few minutes with him. I'd like you to talk it over with him.
Yes, sir.
Can we have the cameras off while we talk about it?
I can't hear you.
The camera's off.
Oh, you want privacy, that's fine. The cameras can be excused. They can go out of the courtroom.
Thank you.
Because everybody can go out of the courtroom. All right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Adjourned. This is like a private conference area.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm about to get this end it, and I will be bringing you up updated information on Boosie. I got some information for y'all. But I won't be back for a couple of hours once I get all the court information. I'm waiting for them to get out of court, and then I'll be back here on this channel to give you exclusive update on it. Exclusive update on Bootsy's situation. Okay, he's in court right now as we speak. And I have boots on the ground over there at the courthouse. So I will see you guys as soon as I get all the updates. And she is not playing. She says no Cash App, no information. Don't. That's what she said. She is not playing with y'all. She is not playing. But we do have boots on the ground, and I will see you guys later with the update, exclusive update on what's happening. I even have pictures, y'all. I have pictures. I got it all. Talk to you later. Yeah, he told everybody to get out. But you heard what he said, right? It's going to be a mistrial. The reason why I said that is because he said he's going to listen. He said he thought he heard her say that, but he's going to go listen to see the transcript, and then he's going to make a decision, get some advisories on it. She did say it because I played it. I replayed it for you guys. She did say it. She did say it, y'all. She did. She did say it. So it's going to be most likely going to be a mistrial. Why my chart black out? Why my chart? Your chat blacked out. I don't know, but I'm about to end, and I will be back because I gotta go take the doggy to walk and feed him. I'm on doggy duty for my daughter, and while I getting all the information, and I got pictures. I got some pictures for you guys, so you guys won't see it's a lie, it's facts. But yeah. What did she say? What did who say? Makita, I'm about to go. I gotta go. The dog has not been let out, and I gotta go let him out. And I gotta go feed him because my daughter is working late, and I gotta get out of here before I get in trouble by her. Because when she get off of work, she don't want to hear all that. She want to say, "Ma, did you take Kobe out? Did you do this for Kobe?" Okay, gotta go. All right. See you guys in a few. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Do those 3 things for me. Share, like, and subscribe. I've seen some new people in this chat. Guys, if you like the content that you're getting, if you like my personality, if you like me. Just joking. Just go ahead and subscribe and share, like, and hit the bell notification on, okay? I'll see you later. Boosie update is the next thing we're going to do. All right, later.